The Session is a new show mixing urban social influence with topics that affect the country today. Our main focus is to set a platform of discussion about these topics and their importance in our society. It's a fun, entertaining, and informative show that focuses on Boston and its talented population. It's time for The Session.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Session. Appreciate the love that you guys showed us on the first episode. This is episode 2. I'm here again with my co-hosts Chris, Reggie, and Steph, who's joining us for the first time. Today, we're going to be talking about Lil B and the XY movement, Herman Cain and his sexual scandals, and our main topic is going to be about domestic violence. Also on the show, we got a special guest, Mark 4, who's going to spit a hot 16 for us. So, take it easy. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Session. Our first topic for today is going to be Lil B and the XY movement and how it's affecting some of these new age rappers today. You got rappers wearing leggings. I'm sure y'all seen the World Star video of my man wearing lipstick and leggings walking down the street. I want to know how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about, them taking the sexuality out of music and doing stuff that Prince and Michael Jackson and some of the old rock artists were doing, wearing lipstick and makeup. I don't know if they were going as far as wearing leggings and stuff like that, but just trying to take the sexuality out of music.
I don't think Michael Jackson ever wore leggings.
No, but
Michael Jackson wore a hell of a lot of makeup, bro.
True, but Prince had it smooth. He got it in like that smooth cat daddy, like
But it's a light skin thing. Prince was light skin. I feel like he could get away with that. I feel like he could get away with that.
I don't know. I just saw the video and it goes wrong with him. It doesn't go with him at all.
Yeah, I feel like it's a force. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Prince wasn't a force. Like Prince, Purple Rain with the chest hair and the ladies. It was for the ladies. You feel me? It worked for the ladies. Am I right?
Yeah.
It definitely worked for the ladies. But this guy, does lipstick work for you?
No, I don't even wear lipstick. I'm sorry. The lipstick with the mustache that killed me. I'm just speaking personally.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It did not. It wasn't sexy for me. It wasn't that. Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, in all honesty, like music is music. However you want to express your music, that's fine. I don't agree with the lipstick or the leggings, but you know what I mean, if you want to, demasculine or what's the word for it? Demasculate? No, that's not it. Well, unmasculated. Whatever the word for taking the masculinity out of something is, they're doing it right now. I don't know if that that is going to buy you fans and get you fans, but however you want to portray your music, do your thing.
I'll be surprised if that strain actually take.
Well, people follow trends all the time. You might see a couple New York people wearing leggings.
All I know is these two guys cannot wear lipstick.
Ever.
Hell no.
Not with those lips or that face.
It's against my code.
It's not going to
It's against my code of conduct as a man.
Nah, man.
Alright, our next topic is going to be about Herman Cain and his alleged sexual harassment case with 3 of his interns in the 90s. I believe that he, whatever he did in the past is definitely gonna come up, especially that he's running for president right now. I feel like a lot of these things that were alleged, accusations are kind of gonna surface right now because that's what happens in politics. You do something dirty, they cover it up, but somebody's gonna dig it up later. And this is what's going on with Herman Cain right now. And the reason that it came out was because I believe he broke the confidentiality agreement with one of his alleged, accusers, and he, said something about the amount of money that he paid for her, or, made a gesture. I was watching The Daily Show today, and Jon Stewart was, making fun of how he was singing about, sexual harassment. So it's like, that's probably why we're hearing about it right now. So do you guys have any take on why they're bringing it up about that?
Well, Herman Cain was like, well, I follow the news a lot. Lately they've been talking about Herman Cain, and he was in the 90s. He used to touch a lot of women, allegedly. But never proven. But right now, I think that's the thing that's the problem he's having doing the presidential race right now.
Yes.
Yeah. He's having some serious problem with that, and hopefully, I don't know. This guy's going through some problem, and that's the first time I've ever seen a black Republican, and I never seen that before. If there was some, they usually be in hiding or anything. But I was like, I kind of support what he was doing and like some of these things, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
Do you think the sexual harassment case is going to work against him, or
it is working against him?
They're definitely going to use it against him.
It's working against him right now.
It worked for Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton was cool.
Bill Clinton loved the kids, and he ate McDonald's.
Bill Clinton's cool, but
he knew about the dollar menu.
Yeah.
Do
you think it's because he's black? Do you think it's because he's black that he's taking a lot of heat for being a Republican, and now with these sexual harassment?
Yeah, I think that's definitely two whammies against him.
Yeah, two whammies. Well, I mean, if he was just not a presidential candidate, black with sexual harassment, it would have been alright. I think. If he was a basketball player, he would have.
It would be alright, but I think a black makes it more of a target. I think.
Yeah. Do you think the Republican Party's throwing him in there just to kind of counteract Obama?
Probably. I never thought of it that way.
Think about it, people.
Probably.
Think about it. Think about that.
But compared to Obama, Obama's looking like a golden flower.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Obama the health plan, but
yeah. Well, I mean, let's just hope that he gets off the strength of him being a human being, and those people trying to get over on him, because that shit happened in the 90s, and now it's coming up, like 20 years later. So
it's always like that when you're running for president.
Yeah. So let's just hope. He's a good dude. I know he stands for good values and stuff. So let's just hope he gets it. We'll be right back, y'all, with domestic violence. Y'all stay tuned, all right?
Yeah. 86, 95. Already know about to kick out the ride. Yeah. Feel the beat, let's ride. Feel the beat, let's ride. You shouldn't be like Houthis with Louis seats. Kill your man just to spit at his eulogy. Cutest D's and they follow that a UEP. Watch how I get it in and abuse the beat. I'm so petite but super deep with a stupid reach. I'm in the beam of right hands in Laguna Beach. A smooth G, you can find him where the booty be. Trying to get a cutie pie to do a movie scene. And if you know what I mean, ain't nothing new to me. There's only three things got me in buffoonery. Thick girls, hard liquor, and some nudity. Scope the piece, Holocaust shoulder like it's 2 degrees. Fuck shorty, she ain't even that cute to me. Still get the pussy beat it up like a Booker T. Hook the beat up every time I go in. I'm so thin, but still knock a couple bottles with them models. They wobbling after gargling gin. So I parley about their noggins, bopping, cocking their chin. It's over. Whip the Rover with a couple of bent. They buckle up, a double up, double speed when I rip. It's over.
Welcome back, everybody. A more serious topic that we're going to discuss right now is domestic violence. I think the month just passed for domestic violence awareness month. And it's definitely a topic that needs to be discussed because it definitely goes on. I'm pretty sure a lot of your people, have known somebody or has experienced domestic violence, and if you ever need somebody to talk to, there's a hotline that we're going to leave at the bottom of the screen for y'all to talk to. So, Fonny, you want to spearhead a little bit about some facts about domestic violence?
Tragically, I know quite a bit about it because of my line of work outside of the session. 1 in 4 women are in a domestic violence relationship, and 15% of that are men being abused. So those are just some of the statistics. If you guys want to go on Google, you can go on the web and look up some more information for yourselves. But it's definitely something that goes on a lot in the community. Black community, white community, it doesn't matter. It's across the board. Domestic violence apparently has no problem with fucking race. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, it doesn't matter. But the biggest issue with domestic violence is women who are in domestic violence relationships cannot find a way out because their abusers, they target them. They find a way to target them. They find a way to seclude them from their friends, their family, to the point where it's almost embarrassing for you to go and tell somebody that you've been punched in the throat by your man. Like, how you go from not talking to somebody for like a week and a half and then, hey, so Johnny punched me in my throat today. What do I do? It almost makes it, and that's just the way that they get you. So, I mean, women need to understand that one is definitely a tough situation to be in, but keeping it to yourself is going to make it more dangerous because it can always lead to more. If he hits once, he's going to hit twice. None of that, baby, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. Okay, so I know you won't. No, it's going to happen again, women. Please be educated about domestic violence. It's not something that just happens once. Chris, I know.
So, but what do you think, personally? Like, do you think, I know a lot of women who don't think they're in a domestic violence relationship. Like, they just think, oh no, he gets mad sometimes, or he has a temper. So it's like, how do you differentiate between the person who is in that, abusive relationship, whether it is verbal, because there is such thing as verbal abuse, whether it's verbal, emotional, physical. Like, how do you get that woman to admit that she is in that relationship? And then seek help. It's never easy because
in that situation, they've been so controlled. And they're pretty much in a controlled environment, so it's not like they can just look and turn around tomorrow and be like, yo, you've been fucking me up. I need to get out of this situation. Yeah. It literally is a process. It's a process of recognizing, okay, I don't like the way that I'm being treated. Oh, okay, that's that first step. The next step is about, okay, what do I do next? Yes. And it's never something that you can just go, be like, I'm done with this dude. I'm off. It's never going to happen again because that's not the case. It's a process, and a lot of times women who leave their abusers end up going back a few times before they can actually really be gone. It has to get to a point where it's almost like painstaking, like I'm probably going to die tomorrow. And it's really difficult, especially women with children. It usually, in order for a woman who has children to leave their abuser, it typically is if their abuser goes after their children. That's when it's the last stop.
What happened to the guys that's actually being abused?
The guys, I can't speak to that because I haven't beat up any guys to know how he felt.
Well, I can speak on that.
Well, people think he's small.
Not a laughing topic, but Yes, definitely.
Now there are a small number of guys who have come out with cases that they are being either verbally abused by their women or sometimes it does get to physical and emotional.
Mentally,
people usually laugh at these guys, though. Look back at them.
That's hard to imagine.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I'm saying it usually happen.
You can't say that though. You can't. That's like insensitive if you were to say that. You know what I mean? Like,
but there are people out there though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but there are people who really go through that. You know what I'm saying? Needless to say, it wouldn't have been a guy like me. You feel me? But there are. What y'all trying to say? No. Of course not. These two over here looking at each other like I get beat up.
There's no way
I don't get beat up. I do the beating.
Yeah, he doesn't get beat up.
But no, listen. But it's definitely a touchy subject, and there are a lot of people like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like we have to educate the people. Like we have to say like this is real. Like guys really do get abused by women sometimes, and the women really is like overpowering the guys sometimes. And we have to bring that topic up to attention. But I feel like the women's case is a little bit more severe and a little bit more known, and that's why I feel like it's not.
It happens often.
It happens often, and I feel like it's a little bit more important to discuss as far as places that they can seek help and like why do you think like they stay in relationships like that?
Because that's their person of secure. That's who is the most consistent person. That's the person that can make them feel fair, safe, and happy all at the same moment. Yeah. And it's almost kind of like an addiction almost. You just can't.
Can't let go.
Can't see yourself without it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it takes a while for
Hold on, you said you can't see yourself without the beating?
Not without the abuse, without the
person. Without that man. Because
a
lot of times the men, they target women who are not in, who
the most stable relationship.
Basically, who haven't been out there dating and are more, closed.
Insecure at times.
Very much so. And that's how they catch them. Because, it's like, I got you.
They find your weekends and they just drill it.
Basically, it's
That's definitely a topic. I mean, that's definitely something that I'm happy they have the awareness month, and I'm happy that there are people out there fighting for domestic rights.
yes.
And
There are definitely a lot of agencies. There's agencies like Hawk. There's agencies like Rose's Place. There's definitely a lot of help out there for these women who are in domestic violent relationships and are looking for a way out. It's never too late, even if it's just for somebody to call and say, "This is my situation," just to get it off your chest. And that person's going to try to give you some information, but they're not going to try to reel you in right then and there. They're there for support, basically. And never be ashamed to get support and help, because it's your life. You never know if the next blow is the last one.
yeah, it's very important, ladies, that you kind of take heed to, especially if you have children. Protect them first. You know what I mean? Like, love is crazy. I understand. Everybody understands, but just make sure that the love you have for your children outweighs the love you have for somebody who's not treating you right and abusing you. So don't forget the numbers at the bottom of the screen for the hotline. If you know anybody, you can give them that number. If you're watching, please take care of yourself. We'll be right back.
Plus you move to the music and what you swear. And if you notice how I spit, different mucus rare. Sorta weird too, bitches give me cookie glares. Spooky nigga, eating out the pubic hairs. So revere how I stay so mellow too.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the studio. We're here with my guy Mark IV. He's about to lay a track down right quick. We're gonna get a little interview with him. He's just finishing up something that's fire right now. Just finished lacing the fire track. He's gonna spit a little 16 for us a little later, but we're gonna get him in here. Ask him a few questions, see what he's about a little bit. All right? Yeah, man. What's going on, y'all? We're here at 1ENT Studio. Super P on the boards. Mark IV just finished lacing down this crazy track right now. We're gonna get into it a little later. He's gonna spit a hot 16 for us, like I told y'all. But Mark IV, man, introduce us to Mark IV. Let us know who you are, man.
Well, Mark IV, I stem from a different background. I grew up on a lot of, old school stuff.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm really into. People be finding surprised that, well, not really, because based on the beats I pick, you can tell that I'm into a lot of jazz, blues, and I listen to hip hop, but not too much. I'm really into like old shit.
Yeah, so
like Miles Davis, George Benson, Anita Bakers, all them, Verta Kraft, all them. I'm really into that, especially George Clinton.
Yeah.
That's my nigga right there.
So would you say those are like your influences in like the kind of music you're trying to portray?
Exactly, yeah, pretty much, yeah, because they all got their own sounds. That's what I'm looking for, and at the same time trying to, bring myself out on the track.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta portray yourself. That's the whole point of being an artist.
Yeah. So what are some of your influences?
Man, I say, basically what we go through, what people go through, and like, life in general. Like, like the protest that's going on right now, and like, in relationships that people go, the relationship troubles, everything that people go through. I try to bring it out in my music, and because I go through it too. But I try to bring it out in my point of view, because I'm a different person. Not everybody's the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, definitely. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can relate to some of the topics that you talk about in your in your mixtape and stuff. So it's you bring it out. I think you're making people see their lives from a different point of view. You know what I mean? Because they can relate. Oh man, I'm going through the same kind of stuff that this guy's going through, but he's spinning it to me in a different way. So that's definitely
When did you start rapping?
I used to do it in grade school. Nothing serious. I didn't pick it up seriously till into high school, and pretty much I pretty much rolled with it.
Word. You've been definitely putting out some quality work, man. And I know you personally, so I know the damage you do when you get in the booth, man. It's crazy, it's serious. The bars are crazy, so
man, I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Shout out to P. I couldn't do it without P.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the best producers in Boston. Shout out.
Shout out to P on the boards. You already know.
Oh yeah.
you know, so your music, like, when I think about your music is definitely like something that people really have to listen to, you know, like they really have to kind of hone in and kind of try to understand your message a little bit. And when they do, they'll kind of figure out the type of person you are, and maybe they might learn a little something about themselves.
Exactly.
So yeah, kudos to you, man. Wish you all the best, yo. Now, I definitely want you to spit a hot 16 for these guys. Let them know a little bit about
I know
what
you're gonna let me ride out without doing that, so
Yeah, man,
I'll
so-
get into that right now.
All right, bro. Let's see what you got.
Let's get it in. They say I'm complicated, I came to consummate it. With composition, I'm shitting, I'm never constipated. My competition, they concentrate on what compensated. But fuck that, B. I'm about to confiscate it. Consecrated for the common display. Our conversations contemplated by how competent pays. The combination, I'm a karma, keep my comp in amazement. He a monster, keep him locked in the basement. I'm just a commentator for the common labor who come to hate and aggravated. Fuck my calm behavior. I'm about to agitate, decapitate, then back to paper. I'm all about my math. They call me calculator. I'm scalping neighbors in elevators when elevated. I'm talking levels levitated. I'm heavenly fated. The several people who evil, the reverend fornicated. He call him over. He pulling over his new Mercedes and telling babies that said her titties is hella pretty. He showing 20s and talking. Let's catch a telly with me. I'm so erratic, ecstatic, but never over flattered. I'm so relaxed, but always open to smoking. You average. I flow with savages, having ravenous ravages. The managers to damage your bammers and rapping amateurs. I'm feeling famished. You niggas looking like sandwiches. They getting baked, but I ain't waiting till he finishes. My compilation will crumble the competition. Comprehending the composition for proposition. Computed optimism and rooted through populism.
All right, welcome back to the session, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today we talked about Lil B, the whole lipstick, leggings, XY movement. Don't do it.
Just stop it.
Don't do it. Just, I mean, be a man, be masculine. You know what I mean? Men are supposed to be masculine, unless you're gay, and even then you're supposed to be even a little masculine, you know. But men are supposed to be masculine, so don't do the lipstick, don't do the leggings if you're not, you know what I mean, into that lifestyle, because you might get approached, especially in places like the Village in New York. You might get approached, coerced, you know, into doing something you don't want to do. Herman Cain, we love you as a black man. Don't touch any more women in the meantime. Allegedly. And good luck in your candidacy for president. And domestic violence, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel like you're in an abusive relationship, seek help. You know what I mean? Talk to your family. Make sure that you're always close with your family. Talk to your family, your friends, somebody that you trust that can help you. And it's very important that you stay alive, because if you're dead, then
You're dead.
you're dead. So make sure you talk to somebody if you need to. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.